Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Coin is Extra interview session. Joining us today is Mohammed. So Mohammed is joining us today on the interview session. We have a very interesting topic that we're going to talk about today. Mohammed will help us to talk about this topic. Mohammed, you are welcome to Coin is Extra.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Okay, you're welcome. So before we proceed, because today's topic will be talking about mass adoption of cryptocurrency and the role of regulatory bodies. You know, the challenges we are having in the crypto and blockchain space is about regulation. So most of the people are at the sideline looking at what the regulators are saying. So that's why we want to talk deep into this particular topic. But before we proceed, Mohammed, I would like you to talk briefly about yourself. Just tell our audience about yourself.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and I'm Mohammed Nakib. I'm based in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I work as the head of emerging technologies for International Institute of Islamic Business and Finance, which is based in Malaysia. I take care of the strategic plans and the expansion that is focused basically on the emerging technologies and most importantly on the blockchain and DLT space. Apart from that, I work as a ICT architect for Huawei Technologies. I'm an advisor for a local Saudi-based startup that is Lima Technologies. So these are some of the areas that I'm involved in blockchain professionally. Apart from that, I am an ambassador for Algorand and Hedera in Saudi Arabia. We conduct meetups, workshops, awareness sessions. I mentor students of universities, and I'm working along with my own alma mater back in India to develop a blockchain curriculum over there. So these are some of the activities that I am involved in.
Okay, that's very, very interesting. You have a very nice portfolio and experience in this
Thank you.
industry. So, moving ahead to the topic proper. So, we'll be looking at what do you think should be done when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain adoption?
Okay. Cryptocurrency is a misunderstood topic for people who don't know about cryptocurrency. Bitcoin has been in this area since 2011, and the people who make policies at the government level or at the decision level, they confuse or they misunderstand Bitcoin or any cryptocurrencies to be something that belongs to the illegals or for the people in the underworld. But it's not the fact. It's in fact Chainalysis, one of the leading investigative cryptocurrency companies in the world. They recently published a report that only 1% of the cryptocurrency has been used in 2019 for illegal purposes, which is actually much less than what has been used in terms of fiat cash. Fiat cash is still the most preferred means of exchange when it comes to the illegals and to the people in the dark world. So cryptocurrency is a misunderstood space. It has not been understood properly, and this is the reason why we have regulatory bodies. The regulatory bodies that are being formed across governments in various countries and in different organizations, they come up with this intention to regulate the cryptocurrency world, the exchanges in a way so that people feel safe to exchange. People are not afraid when they do transactions. They should not be afraid of doing transactions to people who are not legal or people who are shady or scamsters. So the regulations and the kind of policies that are implemented at these levels is for the benefit of people like you and me, and the intention behind that is so that we feel safe for during our exchanges.
Okay, how is
There
the adoption? How is the adoption, cryptocurrency adoption in the Middle East? How is it? How are the regulators and the citizens? How are they
Okay.
reacting to it?
Okay. Since I'm based in the Middle East, I'm based in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Just talking specifically about Saudi Arabia, this is the cryptocurrency currently it is banned. Okay, and see, we have to understand what cryptocurrency banning means. because cryptocurrency, it's on the internet, it is not controlled by the government. So how can somebody ban it? When we talk about a banned cryptocurrency, that means the exchanges, the transactions is not allowed. I mean, I cannot accept these. So this is not allowed in Saudi Arabia. It is not allowed anywhere in the Middle East. But yes, exchanges have started to pop up in UAE, in Bahrain. In fact, the closest exchange that we have from Saudi Arabia is located in Bahrain. It is called the rain.bh. In UAE, UAE basically is leading the world in terms of blockchain adoption, in terms of cryptocurrencies. We have around 3 to 4 exchanges, leading exchanges in UAE. So adoption in terms of the blockchain is coming up. In terms of cryptocurrency, it still has a long way to go ahead. We don't see we don't have proper rules and regulations along it. But yes, there has been in recent times. There has around 2 months back, Saudi Arabia and UAE, they have signed a pact to build a digital currency called Aber, which will allow them to transact for wholesale purchases between the governments. It will not be for public use yet. The monetary agency of Saudi Arabia, that is called SAMA, they have recently started experimenting with cross-border transactions in partnership with Ripple. So these are some of the efforts that has been going on in the Middle East, but as an adoption level, it's not positive yet.
Okay, what is it? We are talking about regulation, like government agencies over there in the Middle East, that they are friendly with cryptocurrency and blockchain, and there is every possibility that they will come up with a friendly regulation.
Yes, yes, because to counter this cryptocurrency, there are a lot of policies that are being across the globe. I mean, if you see that Australia has launched its blockchain strategy, and India has come up with its own blockchain strategy. So there are a lot of strategies that are coming up at a government level. Sooner or later, I'm expecting we will see the same in the Middle East as well with the different countries, because this is something that is difficult to be avoided, and the world is moving towards this direction. So very soon, I'm very positive that we will see this happening here with proper regulations and policies in place.
Okay, okay, that's very good. So, how is the crypto? Well, how is the crypto? The key to adoption is education. The key to mass crypto adoption is education. So, how is it going over there in the Middle East? How is the crypto and blockchain education and emerging technologies education going over there?
Okay, in the Middle East, as I said, UAE is leading this area. So in UAE, there are universities and education bodies that have partnered with a lot of universities across the globe to provide and introduce blockchain syllabus and blockchain related courses to the students at university level. Apart from that, the crypto community in a whole is doing a wonderful job by arranging meetups where they spread awareness. Even in Saudi Arabia, we have monthly meetups for Hyperledger, the enterprise blockchain. We have in 3 major cities in Saudi Arabia. Every month we have it, and we do it free of cost. And the reason behind this is that we need the mass to be educated. Once we have the community who understands the worth of crypto currencies and blockchain as a technology, then it will be easy for the adoption to come into place. So education is the key.
Okay, okay, okay. So, actually, what are when you are educating these people, people will be asking questions. Oh, okay, even if I know about blockchain, even if I know about cryptocurrency, how can I
Mhm.
explore these opportunities in these emerging technologies? What are the possible career opportunities in these emerging technologies going with our blockchain and cryptocurrency?
Okay, when we're talking about emerging technologies, we don't include blockchain anymore in the emerging technologies because it is already a multi-billion-dollar business globally. So it is not part of the emerging technologies anymore. And yes, when we talk about career guidance, we have different levels of people in the community. There are people who are programmers, there are people who are coders, There are people, there are non-technical people, there are people from arts background and commerce background, accounts background. So all of this have to accommodated in the blockchain ecosystem, and they must have different roles. So we do this career counseling for each one of them, and to see how, in which area their interest lies. For example, there are coders, there are programmers from the IT background. We can bring them as blockchain developers. There are people on the non-technical side who can be business analysts, who can take care of the business development, who can take care of the technical writing. So there are a lot of fields that can be explored, and people who have pure interest in the cryptocurrencies, they can start exploring the area of money laundering, fraud detections, because these are in the blockchain. This is a very in demand emerging sector in the terms of cryptocurrency, because once we move towards adoption, there will be illegal activities that is happening, and there are people who need to take care of this, who need to curb this danger, so that people like you and me, we can transact safely. So blockchain forensics is a emerging area in this sector, which even I'm concentrating since the last few months. I'm involved in blockchain forensics. I'm trying to build an analytics tool. So there are a lot of things that is coming up as the technology progresses, and new areas are being identified.
That's very, very great. So before we draw the curtain, what's your advice to people in cryptocurrency and people who are yet to come in cryptocurrency? What's your advice to them?
My advice is, don't come in for money. Don't be greedy. Money will come.
Yes.
Learn the technology. Work on the technology. Try to understand how this technology can improve our standard of living. How can this technology benefit the society? And when we learn these things, we will make money for sure. That is destined to happen. But if we get into the system because, okay, we heard in the news that Bitcoin has gone up from 20 cents to $20,000. Yes, I will buy Bitcoins. I will be a trader and I will scam people. No, this is not what it is meant for. It's not the spirit of the cryptocurrency. So be educated with a positive mindset. Think about how the technology can benefit the society, especially the African society. The world can Africa can lead the world in this space if it really invests the talent that it has in learning the technology. Recently, we have seen the news that Akan has done. I mean, he is building an entire crypto city in Senegal that will run on blockchain and have digital currency. So people are exploring this area, but not with the intention to make money, with the intention to benefit the society from the technologies.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mohammed, for joining us today on Coin News Extra.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm really happy that I could share my views and looking forward to benefit the society together. Let's grow together in this area. Let's learn from each other.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.